we doing today, everybody? And welcome back to another edition of Cubs Daily right here on YouTube. My name is Steven Ryan. We'll talk about the Cubs dropping that series to the Giants. We have an update on Shota Imanaga's injury, and we will break down Ben Brown's start yesterday because there was a lot of positives that I did take away from it, and we will go over some of the best comments that I have seen over the past few videos from you guys. Everyone who's commented is an absolute hoot. I love interacting with everybody. So, before we get into all that, like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Again, appreciate everyone who hangs out with me here on Cubs Daily, takes a look at the video. I do truly, genuinely appreciate you. And again, comment down below. What do the Cubs need to do here? What adjustments do you think could be made? Obviously, trading for someone's super easy, but that's just not as easy. It's easier said than done in that sense, right? So, do you think we need to call up Cade Horton? Does Moises Balastros need to come up? Let me know in the comments below, and I will be reacting to you guys over the course of the time here on the channel. So, Cubs do drop the series to the Giants. They lose 3-1 yesterday. A very winnable ball game. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, over the course of 162, sometimes the offense just isn't going to be there. And that is just going to happen. That is the way this baseball game goes. I mean, it is a struggle sometimes, especially when you look at the Cubs' offensive numbers over the first month. They are by far ahead of everybody else in Major League Baseball. So I do expect some of those numbers to return to normalcy, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from the mistakes and adjust from them. So I do say this. I know the middle game was 14-5. I still think the Cubs competed well in that one. They forced extra innings down to the last at bat. It was a gritty performance. Unfortunately, Ryan Presley just gave up all the runs, and there was just no way they were to come back down 9 runs with only 3 outs. So, again, I thought it was a very well-fought series for the Cubs. And, again, they only lost 3-1 yesterday. Just didn't have enough offensive opportunities, and they did not execute well enough yesterday to win that one either. But they lost to Robbie Ray, who's undefeated on the young MLB season for this Giants team. So, again, the Cubs do lose a series. The Giants are a quality team. I do expect them to make the playoffs. I imagine them as a wild card team out there. So, again, this is good test for the Cubs to see where we're at. Again, this Cubs team that played this past month is going to be a lot different than the Cubs team that we see in September. And I hope it's for the better reason and not because they're worse. So, either way, we move on to New York. We will break down that series and more in tomorrow's video. But we do have an update on our man, Shota Imanaga. The prognosis is upbeat. The hamstring strain seems mild. Shota, I believe, thinks he's going to just take his 15 days. He's going to recoup, and then he'll be back on the bump for the Cubs here. I'm guessing towards the end of the month. Hopefully towards the end of the month, maybe early June. Again, depending on how this team is playing, can dictate how they bring him back. But a positive sign to hear, no doubt, that it's a mild, hamstring pull. Nothing too serious, hopefully. I just hope it's not a lingering injury, right? Because the game before he got hurt, he was pulled for cramps. And I'm like, is this a telling sign of something, right? And then again, after about the 6th inning, he got pulled for that hamstring. So can he only go 6th inning? Is he not hydrated well enough? Is there more to it than meets the eye? Because we can't really afford to have Shota doing too many 15-day stints on the DL. That will eat into our rotation, and those innings do need to be accounted for. So what will the Cubs do in the meantime? I'm guessing they're going to take a bullpen game here the next few days to really just give the starters a break. The bullpen has not been our strength, but that doesn't mean they can't go out and give us a gritty performance here in the next few days in New York. So Imanaga, hopefully he'll be back by the end of the month. He'll be the frontline pitcher for this team, and hopefully we can start knocking everyone back into their normal roles. But I do want to talk about a very positive update, and that was Ben Brown yesterday. I know he gave up 6 hits. He gave up 3 earned runs, but again, that was all that this team allowed. They just really didn't give him the run support. He struck out 9 Giants. His stuff looked good. He did have some struggling points, like he let on the first 2 batters in the first inning, and they did give up a run. You never really want to get off to that kind of start if you're the Cubs or any baseball team for that matter. But again, he's a young pitcher, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta be patient with him. He's gonna have some good aspects. He's gonna have some bad aspects. It's what he does in between and how he adjusts, right? I believe it was a few starts ago. He really, really struggled. The Cubs didn't get the win. The next start, he came back in against Milwaukee and absolutely dominated. The Cubs, of course, supplemented him with so many runs. that he really couldn't mess that one up. But Ben Brown looked really good. And then I think he looked good yesterday. Again, a quality start in Major League Baseball, 6 innings and 3 earned runs. Now, he only went 5 innings. That was more due to pitch count. But, again, the 9 strikeouts is what you like to see. The baseline for a starting pitcher, in my opinion, is 3 earned runs over 9 innings. That's a 3 ERA. If you're below that, you're very, very good. If you're around that, you're a solid MLB pitcher. And if you're above 4, then, we kind of have to have a talk about maybe you being more of a bullpen arm or something of that nature. But Ben Brown does seem to reach his limit around inning number 4, and that's where it kind of gets dicey for this Cubs team. Could he be maybe a great long reliever for this team? Or could he be a starter? These questions still need answers, and the answers aren't going to be a straightforward yes or no. The answers are going to be sought after and are going to be found in each and every one of Ben Brown's starts. So I do get excited to watch him pitch. I think he has electric stuff, a great fastball, a wicked off-speed curve that really buckles the batter's knees. But again, it's about harnessing it and developing it and keeping it consistent. So him getting the ball every 5th day, I think is only a positive in terms of the Cubs learning what he's going to be to this team and what Ben Brown is going to be to baseball in the major leagues especially. So, again, hopefully he can remain a starter. Hopefully he figures it out. But the Cubs do have great depth in the minor leagues to supplement him if need be. So, ladies and gentlemen, over the past few days, you guys have been commenting on the videos, and I've been having an absolute kick. I love responding to all of your guys' content. I did pick 2 out for this video specifically. So again, if you comment down below, give me your thoughts on the Cubs. I will respond to them, and you might be featured in a video right here on Cubs Daily. So let's take a look at the first one. This was from a few days ago. This was the one when the Cubs were, they tied the game in the 9th, but then gave up 9 runs in the 11th. Said, hey, that game last night was my fault. I re-upped my MLB TV subscription. I turned on the game, and then 30 seconds later, the Giants took the lead 4-2. So sorry about that. Hey, man, or gal, I love the accountability, but again, this one's not on you. This is on the Cubs. The Cubs did battle back and force extras. The bullpen, unfortunately, did not do us any favors on that front, right? They were blown apart in the 11th inning. Ryan Presley got rocked. It's going to happen from time to time. I would rather him just give up the 9 runs now and maybe only give up 2 runs over his next few appearances. The next comment was from Steven, and I thought it was an absolutely fantastic comment. I do have the whole comment here in my hand, so I will read it to you. Just a side note, Cam Smith is batting .205 for the Astros. Let Matt Shaw stay in Iowa till he figures out how to get his bat moving faster / sooner to the ball. PCA did it by making small adjustments over time. And Steven has an absolutely excellent point here on this front. Maybe Matt Shaw doesn't figure out in his rookie year. Like most Major League Baseball players, right? It's not easy to play this game. So he might need to come up later on this year, get some more reps, see some more pitching, and continue to make adjustments. And then maybe, what was it? PCA took about 375 plate appearances. He really, really struggled, and then the next 375 plate appearances, it really, really clicked for him. So again, it's about getting the reps, ladies and gentlemen. So getting those shots down in AAA, figuring out different things, coming up to the big leagues, attempting to apply them. It's always a read and react system in baseball, right? If you have a good rookie year, pitching's going to figure you out. Then you got to adjust back. How will Matt Shaw adjust back? That is the real question, right? So excited to watch his growth, excited to continue to watch his team grow. We go to New York. 3-game set tomorrow. I will give you guys more of a preview then, but for now, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Thursday, and I'll talk to you soon.